We are nearing the end of this homework thing, and we're looking at number 5. And number 5 is a square with like a corner that's curved off a little bit. So first things first, let's find the perimeter of this bad boy. So I'm going to do part A over here. I'm going to set up my Uncle Rico table over here, calling Dr. Rico right away, and I will square that. Alright, so let's start with part A, perimeter. So perimeter is going to be add all sides. Add all sides. And the sides include a 5 plus a 10 plus another 10 plus a 5 plus this curve, which I'm going to call 1/4 of a circumference. So we need the circumference. So let's go to our table. What part of this curved circle do we know? Well, if it was a full circle, it would look like this, roughly. And so that tells me this 5 is really the radius that they're giving me. So 5, which means my diameter is twice as big, and my circumference would be that times pi. So I need to multiply 10 times pi to find out how long that is. So I'm going to do that. I get 31.4. That's pretty easy. So that is a full circumference, but remember that we want 1/4 of that. So if I take my 31.4 and I divide it by 4, we will have the number that we're looking for, which is 7.85. So 7.85 is the distance of this curve. And we add it to all of our other junk. 10 is 20, plus 5, 25, 30. So 30 plus that, we get 37.85. And that is units. It doesn't really give anything else, so I'm just going to say units. That's our perimeter. So let's jump over here to the area part of it, because it says, what's the area of the figure? Well, the area of my figure is going to equal, here's my strategy. I'm going to take this boxy figure, and I'm going to add my quarter circle. And then I should be good. So if I add those two things, I'll be in good shape. First of all, I need to find the area of that circle. I know the radius was 5, so I got to square that, and then multiply by pi to find my area. So I need to do 25 times pi. 25 times 3.14 gives me 78.5. So this is 78.5. That is the area of the whole circle. I only want 1/4 of that. This is 1/4 of a circle. So I need to divide that by 4. So division by 4, cut it into quarters. 19.625. So I got 19.625 for my little quarter circle there. This weird shape is pretty much just a rectangle on top of a square. The square part of it is 5 by 5, so this is 25 right here, and this is 10 by 5, which is 10 times 5, 50. So 50 plus 25, this is 75 for that shape, plus the 19 and 625 thousandths for the circle part. I'm going to add 75 to my calculator number, and I'll have my answer, which turns out to be, drum roll, 94.625. So 94.625 units squared. And that's my answer. That's my answer, people.